Yo, how's it going, guys? Revoh here, coming with a brand new video. And today I'm going to be making a video on my custom tactics and formations, the 4-1-2-1-2 wide, not the narrow variation. So before we get into the video, go ahead and leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more FIFA 21 content we upload every single day. Follow the Twitch if you want to see everything live, and just follow everything in the description down below. That'll be a huge, favor. But yeah, let's get straight into the video. So my goal of this is to help you understand the whole process of this entire formation, the custom tactics, explain everything thoroughly, and hopefully by the end of the video you apply these tactics to your own game and you could hit gold 2 or gold 3, whatever rank you want to hit consistently. I don't know about like elite 3, but these tactics are definitely good enough to get you gold 2. With these tactics I finished gold 2. I finished 17-5 this weekend. Of course I have a pretty good team, but there are some negatives in this team as well. So I'm gonna start with the goalie, Magnan. I really liked him. Cuadrado, a really good offensive player. Defensively he's a little weak, to be honest. His strength is 70, so he is pretty weak. Kimpembe, one of the best center backs I've used all year. I made a review on him. If you want to check that out, you need to complete this guy. You need to put him in your team. Zambrata, a pretty good center back. I played him center back, but he is a little undersized in the center back position, so you want to you got to be wary of that. Davies, very good defensively and offensively. Ronaldo, one of the best players on the game. Ronaldo Sanchez, amazing. Eto'o, he's a little a little weird at this point, a little bit of a fraud at this point, but he's still okay. He still gets the job done. His record is insane. Lozano, a really good right winger, just amazingly. He's actually really fast. There's not many players this year that feel actually explosive. This guy feels explosive. He's really good. Sanchez, I packed him. He's a fraud. I'll say he's a fraud. He doesn't really do much in the team. He's there just for chemistry. I'll talk about him in a little bit. And Mbappe, in my opinion, the best player in the game. The best player in the game this year is Mbappe. Any version of his card, I still get torched by his gold card. I can't even imagine his team of the season or his team of the year card. This card just is insane. It's ridiculous. Every single time I play with this card, he's surprising me more and more. I honestly, when I compare him to Ronaldo is definitely better on paper, but in game there's just something about Mbappe that's just broken, man. So that's a team. Subs are very important. You want to have fast and versatile players. So in the versatile section I have Llorente, someone who could just do everything, as well as Eto'o. Eto'o's also very fast with Bailey, and Bailey's like that striker, or Martinez is that striker, and Messi's just that cam that we need if we do need him. So I'm gonna get straight into the tactics. Okay, so we play at a 4-1-2. Where is it? 1-2, is that it? Yeah, that's it, but I don't know why it was on 8. We play this on, where is it? Pressure on heavy touch. That's how we have that. And then the corners on 2. Yeah, that's how we had it. I was testing out some other stuff on friendlies with my friend, but no, this is how we're playing. Okay, so this is how the tactics look. This is how the formation looks. So this is how I line it up. The formation is the most important thing of this entire thing. Okay, so like I said, I put Kimpembe on the left hand side because he is left-footed. A left-footed center back goes on the left side, right-footed center back goes on the right side. So Zambrata, he goes on the right side. Ronaldo Sanchez, this is interesting. Okay, so you see I have Hugo Sanchez, I have Hugo Sanchez at cam, right? I have him at cam. He's not really that good as a cam. He's really not that good as a striker, but I have him in the team for chemistry, like I said. Renato is a center defensive mid, or a midfielder who could do everything. He could go up, he could go down, he could attack, he could defend. He's got the skills, he's got the weak foot, he's got everything, right? So those type of players are the players that you're going to want to play where Hugo Sanchez is, right? It's just my fault that I don't have a player that can link him. So let me give you guys an example. If I had Michael Essien in this team, right? If I had Michael Essien, I would put Michael Essien where Renato Sanchez is currently, and then I would put Ronaldo Sanchez where this Sanchez is. Okay, just because this Sanchez, with the tactics that I put on him, Hugo Sanchez, he is meant to drop back and defend as well as attack. And like I said, Ronaldo Sanchez could do all of that. So it's something very, very important. You want to make sure your cam is somebody that can do everything, and your CDM is somebody who could just defend. But forget about all that. I played it like this weekend, and I still managed to hit 17-5, so that's something very good. Your wingers, you just want them to be very fast, and your strikers, you want them to be freaking amazing. Now let's go into the tactics, the most important thing of the entire thing. So Defensive style, we're gonna play pressure on heavy touch. We had it on balance for a little bit in the weekend, and then we switched back to pressure on heavy touch, and then we switched back to balance. So pressure on heavy touch is just something that, you know, is gonna keep them always freaking a lot of pressure on them, and it's something that's just very fast paced, so that's why I like that. With you want to put that on 5, which is, you know, very balanced. And the depth, I had it at 9, and then I had it at 8, and then I put it at 7, and I think I'm fine on 7. Every single tactic video this year I've had on 7. I think 8 is a little too much, but if you have it on 7 or above, the depth for the defense, your players are going to be doing the offside trap by themselves, so that's something that I like as well. It usually catches them off guard. I very rarely get, you know, actually hit by it, so like if they do the offside trap, there's very little scenarios where it actually fails and the team gets a through ball. So you want to hit that on 7 right there. Offensive style, I leave it at balanced. You could put it long ball if you want to. You could try it out, but I prefer to keep it at balance, just so you know you get to build it up however you want. The width, I leave it at 5. The players in the box, I leave it at 5. And the corners and free kicks, I leave at 2. Some people say leave it at 1. I leave it at 2 just because, you know, you always want that extra man in there. But the formation, like I said, exactly like that. You want your CDM, someone who is just good defensively, and you want your cam to be somebody who's good attacking and defensively, like Renato Sanchez, like a tall, like Llorente that I sub on in the game later on. But let's get into the tactics or the instructions. So the instructions, my Nan is actually a really good goalie. If you want a league goalie, I would highly recommend him. It's just his base gold card. He's like a 1K. He's an amazing goalie. Zambrata and Kimpembe, you just stay back while attacking, all default. And your fullbacks, you're gonna want your fullbacks on stay back while attacking and overlap, okay, on both of them. That's the base instructions that I've had in all my fullbacks the entire year, so just leave it at that. Your CDM is very important. So your CDM, you're just gonna want on balanced defense, okay? You want that on balanced defense. I don't really put cut passing lanes on him just because he's the sole defender. I don't want him, you know, moving around too much, because if he moves around too much, he's gonna be out of position, and you're not gonna have that CDM in your, you know, in front of your back line. So you want that on balance. Your attacking support, however, you want to stay back while attacking. Like I said, you don't want him pushing up, you don't want him moving around, you want him right there to always defend your back line. And you want cover center, you don't want cover wing again, because you want him in the center. You only have one CDM in this team. We'll get into the other secondary one later on. Moving on to the wingers, you want on comeback on defense. You want them to help you out as much as possible. That's why I say you want them to be fast. It doesn't even matter if they have to make tackles, just track back. You know, if your Davies pushes too far up, you want Eto'o to come back. If Cuadrado goes up too far, you want Lozano to come back. So leave that on comeback on defense. Cut inside, and you could also put get into the box for crosses for your left mid and right mid, but I choose not to. I leave it just like this. Moving on to Lozano, same exact tactics. And then your cam, this is probably the most important part of your entire formation. The cam, this is what really does it. So when I thought of this, I wanted something like, I wanted like the 4-2-3-1, right, where you have 2 CDMs, you got your 2 Rams, or left mid and right mid, you got your cam, and then you got your sole striker. However, I wanted to play Ronaldo and Mbappe up top together. I want to do 1-2s with them, and I want a cam, and I wanted to incorporate my wingers. So I couldn't really think of anything else other than this formation. So I played with this formation back in FIFA 15. I know that's completely different, but my cam was always somebody who could do everything. It could attack, it could defend. I had a Wayne Rooney there. That was my player that I had in FIFA 15. But here I sub on Llorente for Hugo Sanchez at halftime, and I just have him on comeback on defense. And like I said, you want him there, so if he could attack, Llorente could defend. You want someone there who could do all that, okay? That's just something that I'm like, Ruud Gullit is probably the perfect card for that formation, for this formation, for that position. He's probably the perfect cam. You don't really want a Neymar there, you don't want a Messi there, you don't really want an Mbappe there, because they can't defend, they can't do that job. So if Renato Sanchez ever needs help, you could just drag Llorente back and, you know, defend with that, and then attack however you want with that. So that's how we do that. And then your strikers, I leave them on default. I don't touch them, just because we already have so many attackers. We have Eto'o, we have Sanchez, Lozano, and these two already. That's already 3 attackers, not including these 2. So that's a lot. I leave them on default. You know, I let them do whatever they want. And basically, those are the tactics, guys. That's exactly what I do. Those are my roles. That really doesn't matter. Actually, I need to put Ronaldo as... thank God I looked at that, because I've been ignoring that for the longest time. We're gonna put the Zambrata right there. The long free kick is gonna be Ronaldo. Short free kick is gonna be Ronaldo. And exactly like that is how we're gonna be playing, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Try these tactics out. Let me know what you think about them. But like I said, I sub out Sanchez right there for Llorente, a card that could do everything. Atal is another card that could do everything. You know, his card is well rounded. What's another card? Klaus could probably play there, except he doesn't have the skill moves and all that stuff. Goretzka would actually be a really good card right there if you do have him. But yeah, like we tried playing Messi there, you know, he doesn't have the defense. Sanchez is just a poor striker either way, not including the defense. So yeah, but those are the tactics videos, man. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, follow the Twitch, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Peace.